My name is Summar, and I am the director of the Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts program here in Nashville. So Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts is an organization that provides free legal help and education about legal issues to artists and also nonprofit arts organizations. So the concept of Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts exists across the country. We have about 30 separate organizations that operate each on their own, but in a kind of sister relationship with each other. So we all provide similar services. Some have a few additional services, such as accountant volunteers, such as mediators, but the main concept is the same. We all exist to provide legal help to artists in need of it. So the type of things that we might help with would be if an artist has a contract that they need reviewed to make sure that they are protecting themselves and their work. If perhaps they have been taken advantage of, if someone has used their work without their permission. Perhaps they were commissioned to create a piece and then weren't paid for it, or something went awry at that point. That would be a time that they could contact our organization. And the way it works is each organization has attorneys on staff that can answer some questions and do some work, but we also have wonderful networks of attorneys in private practice that volunteer their time with the organization. So often anywhere from 200 to as many as 1,000 attorneys in some of the larger markets like New York and Philadelphia that we can pair with you to work on your legal issue. So if you're an artist that thinks you might need legal help and you're wondering if you can contact a Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts organization, the basic message is that any artist at any point in their career at any income level should at least contact us. Often many of the questions that we get we can resolve with educational resources, with an informal legal clinic. In about half of the cases we get, we can resolve without a full referral to a volunteer lawyer. However, if you do have one of those more involved matters, we do have financial eligibility that you must meet to qualify, and those are going to vary by state, but they are more reasonable than you might at first think. So I hate to hear people say, well, I didn't contact you because I thought I wouldn't qualify. So the message that all of the Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts try to send to artists is, when in doubt, if something feels a little funny, you think you might have a legal issue, contact us and we'll walk you through and let you know how to either help yourself if you don't qualify, or how to get you to a volunteer to represent your interest if you do. So as I mentioned, about 30 states have Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts organizations, so that still leaves about half of them that don't. And if you don't, some places to start would be your state or local arts commission. Often they know of resources that would be arts-friendly attorneys or other business professionals. Another good resource would be your state or local bar association, which may have an entertainment or intellectual property law division that might be willing to volunteer or help. Or I would also reach out to the closest Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts organization to you, as for example, we can often provide some basic information and educational resources to surrounding states that might not have a full VLA presence. So those three I think are good starts